how special has it been being a senior this year, being a part of a team that's in the college football playoff?
Well, man, ever since I got here, I knew this team was going to be special. It was one of the reasons I chose not to go to Oregon those many years ago. And man, it's just been an honor to be a part of something so special and to understand that, you know, whenever I'm in the real world, that I'll be well prepared. And I just have a great brotherhood, you know, with a lot of people that I never would have met, and a lot of relationships that never would have been formed had I not came to Clemson. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, man. Just grateful to be here.
Being here for 5 years, how have you seen this team grow from the time you started here to now?
I think it started from the head all the way down. You know, even the coaches changed some of their ways. You know, it just kept improving. You know, the coach never settled. We never settled. And, you know, I think the older I got, the better the leadership became. That was just a part of changing the culture. And, you know, my senior year, Clemson was like 6 or 7. So my freshman year, we went on to win the ACC championship. I redshirted that year, but you know, I was able to see a lot of things, and just from where we were then to where we are now, man, it's just unbelievable for it to just happen so fast.
Do you feel like Dabo Swinney and his coaching staff has grown and found better ways to connect to the team over that time?
Every year they improve. You know, I think you learn from your mistakes, you learn from your previous years, and they'll tell you. You know, we all just want to get better, and that's the beauty of being in a place like Clemson. The coaches, you know, they could just come here and just get their check and, you know, do what they do, but they really care about you. They want to improve, and they want to see you improve, and I think that's what's been happening since I've been here.
You were here for the Orange Bowl 4 years ago when you were Richard, but it obviously didn't go the way you wanted it to. You know, what was that like?
I think going through the wilderness prepares you. You know, I think that really shaped us and formed us. I know a lot of people look at it as a bad situation, but that was probably the most vital moments. You know, just having to deal with that adversity, having to come back stronger, having to regroup, and you know, it really humbled us to think that we had kind of arrived, but it just let us know, you know, there's still more work to be done, and just. You know, just the experience, man. Back then at the time, it seemed so bad, but now you look back and, you know, you're just thankful. Even though it was a blowout, you're thankful because it brought so much more than just a loss.
So when you look back, you think that kind of helped you get to where you are now?
It definitely did. Definitely. Like I said, you know, when you go to the bottom like that, and, you know, people talk about you, it's easy to just give up. It's easy to just settle for, you know, hey, well, we made it, so, you know, Clemson never been there, but man, I think you know, if you had the right mindset, the right attitude, any type of negative can turn into a positive. I mean, we still did a lot of great things that year, but it really prepared us for this moment, and I think that's one of the main reasons why us seniors, we have so much great leadership, because there were a few holes back then, but we made up in our minds that, you know, we were going to be better when our time came.
Has your approach as a team to these Orange Bowls for the past two been different than it was in that first one?
Much different. I think even the coaching has been a lot better. You know? Not many coaches have been in a situation like that. You know, so I think you learn a lot whenever you go through something. You learn a lot, but the approach has been totally different because our mindsets are different. Back then, you know, the seniors were just happy to be there, but now we feel like this is what we planned on doing. You know, this was a goal that we set out day one, and we knew it would be here. So instead of just being happy to be here, we feel like there's more to be done. You know, we're not satisfied, and we just want to keep getting better.
As a senior, someone who just graduated, do you feel like it's your responsibility to be a leader here in these next couple of weeks and try to get this team a championship?
Well, I'm just doing what I've been doing since I've been here. You know, a lot of leadership goes unnoticed by the media and stuff like that, but none of that stuff matters. You know, as long as the guys are impacted, I'm happy, the seniors are happy, and we're going to do our job. That's something that we made up in our minds that we were going to lead by example, and not just, you know, what we say and get the other guys to do it. They can hear us say it and also see us do it. So, you know, I think that's what's great about this team is that they don't have to look to the coaching staff or, you know, look far to other people. You know, they can find leadership on their own team.
What do you think you have done to be a leader on this team?
I've led by example. You know, being in my situation, a lot of younger guys, play more than I do, but it's fine because I always have a positive attitude. You know, I want those guys to succeed. A lot of people tell me, you know, they gain a lot of strength and courage by just seeing my positive attitude every day, even though, you know, I'm not playing the most snaps in my position, which is a tough thing to do. But like, if you have the right mindset, you know, you can make any type of situation positive, and I think that's what a lot of guys get from me, is that positive outlook and that positive perspective.
You played multiple positions over time of your career here, defensive line, tight end. How challenging was that, and how do you think it helped you grow?
Man, coming in as a DN, you know, and to move to offensive line at first for a week or two, it was very challenging, and then they moved me to tight end. You know, that was probably one of my, at the time, I thought was one of my lowest moments in life, period. You know, I felt like, you know, maybe I'm not good enough, or, you know, I went through that little funk, but I've learned to grow and understand that my most challenging, my most uncomfortable times pushed me to something greater, and I think that's what that did. I gained so much knowledge of offense and blocking schemes. It actually helped me move better, be more technical sound. Christian's always playing.
Yes,
but you know, just that whole experience, what I thought was bad ended up being probably one of the best things that could have happened, because not only did I grow as a player, but I also grew as a man. And you know, just being in a situation like that, in a critical moment, you're going from the defensive line to where you're not playing as much to offense, where, you know, the team needed you, and I stepped up, and you know, I think I did a great job over there, and it really improved my performance and me as a person.
You mentioned that, like, being at a low point and just how you grew from that. You know, what do you think it was that clicked for you, turned it around, that made you realize, you know, this isn't a negative, it can be a positive?
Just my faith, man. You know, I'm one of those guys that I just believe in God. I just believe that, you know, what's for me is going to be for me, and no matter what I have to go through, no matter what I have to go through to get there, that, you know, if I just keep a positive attitude, if I just remain focused, if I do the little things, if I don't get weary, then everything will work out. And that's, once I changed to that attitude, things start getting a lot better, and I realized, hey, this is pretty fun, and I'm pretty good at it. So, you know, it's just all a mindset, man. Once you get in a funk like that, you really have to sit down, refocus, and understand the things that you need to remove from your life or remove from your mind. And once you get back on a positive track, then you'll see that things aren't really that bad and that you can overcome it.
I know you just got your degree. What are your goals for after Clemson?
Well, you know, a lot of people want to think that I should get into coaching, but I'm actually going to give pro day my best shot. You know, I'm just going to see whatever happens with that. But, you know, whenever I'm done playing, whenever football is out of the way, I plan on going back and get my master's. Working in the community, helping others, because that's the thing that I have a passion for. I actually started a mentoring program my senior year in high school. So, you know, with college, I'm always so busy and I don't have enough time to do a whole lot, but that's one of the things that I'm going to get back to, and just really use my influence to help others and to motivate others, and, you know, so they can believe in themselves. That's something that I really take pride in, and that's something that I do here. So,
what do you think you can show NFL teams to convince them to give you a shot?
Just my attitude, you know, and just my willingness to work whatever position I'm in. You know, it doesn't matter whatever they want me to do. You know, I feel like I'm a guy that can do that, and I have a lot of ability, you know, and my opportunities this year, I've taken the most advantage of them, I think, and I've had a pretty solid year dealing with the snaps that I've had. But, you know, I think that I'm coming from Clemson. You know, we just bred different, and you know, you're gonna get a great guy who's gonna do the little things and gonna take pride in his work. And, you know, Clemson guys are just different, man. We just bred different. It's just simple as that, because we get tough coaching, we get tough, you know, everything. We're men when we leave here, and I think that's going to be the main selling point for me, is I just be a grown man who's ready for everything and well prepared.
Obviously, you would like to get more playing time this year, but how exciting was it to see this defensive tackle group, DJ Reader, Christian Wilkins, Scott Pagano, Carlos Watkins, just grow this year?
I mean, you know, we're so unselfish, man. You know, I really don't get mad if I don't play. You know, I'm happy for those other guys, and then when I get in there, I make the most, and they happy for me. You know, it's one big brotherhood, man. And my job, I made it on myself to make sure that Christian Wilkins was ready. You know, that he knew all the plays, all the signals. me, DJ, Carlos, we try to put him, and also Scott, we try to put him in uncomfortable situations just so he could get it and play it to his potential. Because that kid is going to be special. He's already special. And I think the best thing about him is just his attitude and his love of the game and just how much he loves his teammates. But that's how we all are. We love one another, man, and we want each and every one of us to succeed. And I think that's the beauty of it, because it hasn't always been like that. You don't find too many defensive tackle groups that really want each other to succeed. But I think all of us are talented. All of us have great attitude. All of us have great work ethic, and I think it's shown this year. And that's something that we take pride in.